Starting a channel might seem overwhelming, but it's actually simple once you know the steps. In this video, I'll show you why starting a YouTube channel is such a great idea, how to begin, and how to keep it going. Why take my word for it? I started this channel at 42 while juggling a full-time job and family life. In my spare time, I've earned extra income, I picked up some incredible skills, and built a community of amazing people. Shout out to my fixing camera crew if you're watching. So stop waiting and start today. Even if you don't have it all figured out, you won't regret it. Everyone that I've met who stuck with YouTube says the same thing. I wish I started sooner. I'm Raphael, and I started this channel in late 2019 at the age of 42. Now I'm nearly 47, and I'm so glad that I took that leap. That one decision brought me extra income, new friends, and personal growth. And tons of new skills I'd never thought I'd learn, like audio editing, social media, and better storytelling. Plus, it opened the doors to opportunities I never expected, all from making YouTube videos. I didn't start with big expectations. I was just a regular guy sharing what I was passionate about. And part of my drive to start this channel came from gratitude. I learned so much from generous creators who helped me through their videos, and I wanted to give back the same way. So if there's even a chance that what you know could help someone, starting a YouTube channel is absolutely worth it. Now, I know how it feels to think that YouTube is just for kids, extroverts, or people who are just natural on camera. As an introvert myself, I had plenty of doubts. Who would listen to me? But if I can do it, so can you. Don't let these excuses hold you back. I finally started making videos because I moved to a new city, didn't really know anyone here, so making videos about things that interested me allowed me to share what I like without talking someone's ear off that had no interest in that topic, which at the time was mostly my wife's ear. And that's what I found to be the best place to start. Make videos about what you would talk about naturally for hours to your friend. It could be the nerdiest things ever that you're into. YouTube has a great way to find viewers that are just as obsessed about the same stuff as you. That is the best way to build a community of like-minded people. And video ideas are so much easier to come by when you're genuinely interested in the content yourself. Through this channel, I have met and talked to so many amazing people that are as obsessed about what I'm into. And it drives me to continue making more videos. It's actually one of my favorite parts about YouTube. And if done correctly with enough patience, you can make money doing this, talking about whatever you want to talk about. And starting off, it is completely okay to meander on video topics for your first few videos. I definitely recommend trying out a whole bunch of different topics over the course of several videos. Do you like this topic? Does it feel right? Are people responding to it? How are people responding? Ultimately, the goal is to build a process to help you create more often. You don't need to know exactly the types of videos you want to make or even how to make videos in the beginning. Experimenting is the best approach. There are no rules, just make sure you follow them. Try different topics and different videos and see what you like and what your audience likes from you. And it's about finding that middle ground. Because a magical thing starts to happen after you are consistently making videos. People will make it very clear what they like seeing from you. For instance, I started this channel talking about cameras, but editing and post-production and gear related to that was what resonated with people the most. So to start, it could be as simple as share your experience about something that you like or something that you know a lot about. You bought something new? Talk about it. Why that one? Does it live up to your expectations? What's cool about it? Should you have bought something else instead? Are you thinking about returning it? Why? Share all of that experience. And you don't even need to buy anything new. Choose something that you already have and talk about that. When I started, I just looked around my office and found 10 things, and that was my first 10 video ideas. And beyond that, if you have a unique perspective on things, share that. If you like working in the garden or the garage, share your tips you found work best for you. Are you handy? Share the tools that you use and love and why. It really is endless for the amount of ideas. For instance, there's a YouTube channel called Dad, How Do I? It's a channel that was started because this dad kept getting asked by his kids' friends about how to do the most basic things like how to tie a tie. So he started there. It's a very simple idea. Or even Granny Gamer, an 88-year-old grandma that played video games and posted it. Share your thoughts on books that you've enjoyed or that helped you figure out stuff. Don't think about what other people are making videos about that is similar to yours. Share your perspective on it. Share your take on the subject. There are no two people that are alike. Your perspective can only come from you. Share it. YouTube is not complicated, but it's not easy. Making videos has never been easier. There is almost no entry to barrier on YouTube. If you have a smartphone, you're all set and ready to go. But making videos consistently week over week, that's not easy. And chances are very high that you will be a crew of one. I know I am. I come up with the ideas, write the scripts, film the talking head, film the B-roll, do all the editing, make the thumbnails, everything. Meaning that you'll have to do it all. Come up with the ideas, film, edit, make the thumbnails, respond to comments, sign up for all the affiliates and the services that you'll need, and the list goes on and on. But the beautiful thing is, you don't need to do it all at once. Don't get stuck trying to learn everything before you start. Learn as you go. Improve as you go. There's no way to remember each tutorial that you watch. It's only by doing that you'll remember the details while you are in it. You can just start and learn as you go. YouTube really is about adding layers. So if you need to learn something first, like filming, start there. Learn that first. Don't worry about the rest, because it's all about stacking your skills as you go. And the more you do, the more those skills will stack. I want to be very, very, very clear. There's no guarantee that anyone will earn money. So having to do it all and the no guarantee for money, those are by far the hardest parts that everyone will struggle with. But know this, you don't have to post exactly every week at a specific time. Life will always get in the way. And over 40, time isn't as abundant as it once was. The easy part is starting the channel. The hard part is taking the time to make a new video, especially when at first nobody will be watching. But that's actually a good thing at the beginning, because that allows you to focus on making better videos. So when people do start watching and the viewership does go up, your videos will be better. There is a discipline that needs to be developed to really make this work. People watch and ultimately subscribe to a channel if they feel and know that more content will come. There have definitely been times I post every week like clockwork. So much so that I started a second channel. To times where it's been months between videos. So it's key to know that you can take breaks, make videos when you can. You are in charge of that schedule. Just make sure that you don't get too comfortable not making videos. What helped me the most is having my place to make videos, a space that is dedicated to recording. But this is also my office, so it is a mixed use space. But the key is to make it a space that you don't have to set up every single time, because that is a huge deterrent for someone that is just starting out. And if your channel idea isn't a talking head, you want to do more vlog style, then make sure that your mobile setup is as simple as possible so you can just grab it and go. Do everything you can to make it as repeatable as possible early on. This will help you be consistent, because if you're ready to record, it's great that your setup is as well. I just moved into this new office, but initially I started with the spare bedroom as my office and chose a corner to have all my gear. So it was always in my face that I was going to follow through on this. So why should you start a YouTube channel? I think it's by far the single best place to post for maximum return. It does most of the heavy lifting for you for finding viewers for your videos. All you need to do is make videos and get better at them as you go. YouTube will do all the back-end stuff and find viewers for your videos. But don't start a channel expecting it to make you money anytime soon. If your main goal is to monetize, it will show and your viewers will skip the videos. So genuinely sharing your experiences and your point of view is the key to finding and attracting those viewers, because people will resonate with your passion about the subject. And I know that there are other platforms. No, I wouldn't recommend trying to do Instagram and TikTok. I would focus on YouTube, because I made the mistake of trying to be all places at all times, but it was really draining, time consuming, and ultimately not worth it. YouTube is searchable. It finds the right audience for your videos. And you can try to monetize right away with affiliate links. And if you do it long enough, you'll get invited to the AdSense program, though the money isn't really that consistent or crazy amounts to begin with. But I'm still making money off of videos I posted years ago. And the more videos you have, the bigger library that you can build of videos, you can be making money off of those. And every small little bit starts to add up to a lot. Starting out, post anywhere from as little as once a month to as fast as once a week, but no more than that to start. Let the videos breathe in between. Let YouTube do its magic and try to find the viewers for your videos. The beginning should be more about practicing and making videos and getting into a routine. I find that this is where most people struggle. YouTube is not about one great video. It's about posting consistently to build that muscle memory to the point where you want to post another video. Because if you're not a video pro, your first videos will probably look and sound bad. Sorry, but they will. You can definitely watch a bunch of tutorials first. That does help, but it's very difficult doing it than watching someone else do it. The only way to get better is to plunk yourself in front of the camera and start recording, and then do it again. And I say this because I am a video professional, and my first videos were terrible. I was nervous, clumsy, awkward. Now, most of these that we're going to be talking about are my personal preferences, especially seeing. I was so used to being behind the camera that sitting in the hot seat and having to talk to a camera was such a new and weird experience that I almost talked myself out of the entire thing. Because seeing other people make videos that weren't video pros, and they just seemed so natural on camera that I thought it must be just who they are, only to find out later that they were also nervous staring at the camera for those first few videos. It's essentially public speaking in a sense. But here's the best part. It's just a camera. And if you don't like that first take, record it again until you like it. I couldn't believe how nervous I was at pressing that record button, even though I knew nobody was watching me. And I could erase that video off the camera at any point. It's something that you'll have to get over as well. And you will. It does get easier. And that's one of my favorite skills that I developed making these videos. Public speaking. Speaking in general, in meetings, in groups, in day-to-day interactions. The way I communicate now has improved dramatically, and I'm very thankful for that. And after you've made your first few videos, I suggest not sharing your videos with family and friends. It's not for them. Those few extra views are not worth the awkward conversations and them potentially questioning why you're doing that. It's actually a step backwards because you have already got past those hurdles within yourself, only to hear them again from people that you know and love. Those conversations may fill you with that same doubt again, which you'll have to get over. Remember, these videos you're making are probably not for them. And it also sends YouTube the wrong message about the types of viewers that are best for your video. And the numbers early on are super discouraging, but don't matter. Because unlike TikTok, it's very rare that your first set of videos will go viral. So treat it like practice making more videos. I still remember my first 100 subscribers, people that I didn't know subbing to my channel, commenting and cheering me on. And it was at that point that I set the goal of earning every sub. To make videos that provided some kind of value, either answering a question about something, reviewing something honestly, sharing a tip or trick with something that can save someone hours of frustration. When I make videos, I like to think of it as, I've done my homework, now I'm sharing the answers with the class. Even if you want to start an entertainment channel, think of it the same way. Provide value, make sure you're improving the entertaining part video to video. So where do you actually start after you've created your channel? You're sitting there looking at a blank site as it waits for your first video. Here's my framework that I suggest. I kind of talked about this throughout, but choose a topic that genuinely interests you. Talk about things that you already have, or 10 tips people should know about what you're good at, or 10 amazing things you know about a subject, person, place, or thing. Start with 10 things or anything and have those as your 10 video ideas. And the video structure should be very simple. You have the hook, the value, and the conclusion. The hook is the first 15 seconds that should immediately reinforce what was promised in the title and the thumbnail. This video is about how to set up your iPhone and why changing these settings is important. Or if you're reviewing something, state up front if you like it or not. Something like, this is the best thermostat I've ever used, and in this video, I'll show you why. In essence, the hook tells the people this video delivers on what was promised. This is arguably the most important part of any video. The second part is the value. And this is where you can expand on the hook and add more detail. Go through the details of the product or the tips that you're going. And I recommend in your first few videos, keep it very concise and right to the point. Make sure you stay on topic without straying too far away from the topic that was in the title and thumbnail. And I don't mean read it fast. I mean, don't add random stuff that doesn't build on the last thing that you said, like random B-roll that has nothing to do with the video at hand. And finally, the conclusion. This should wrap up your final thoughts quickly and point the viewer to another video that they may like in the same topic. This is the basics to storytelling, beginning, middle, and end, the setup, tension, and resolution. And if you're not used to it, being on camera is weird AF, but you'll get over that quickly. Record yourself, watch it back, listen to how you speak, do it again, and then do it again, and then do it again. You're looking for a nice balance of presenting and talking casually to a friend. For everyone, it's a little different, but that's how you ultimately find that sweet spot that works for you. And if you're a male, ask a female friend for makeup advice. Movie stars wear it on camera, so don't dismiss it. It does help being on camera. Gear is another place I find lots of people use as an excuse not to start making videos. They don't have the right gear. Okay, listen to me carefully. There is no such thing. You can find channels that are thriving on every type of gear. There's not one solution that works best. You only need a camera. Start with your phone if that's all you have. Or use your 5-year-old Happy Snap camera, GoPro, and then upgrade later after you've done a whole bunch of videos. You'll also need something to support your camera. A tripod is best. Anything from Amazon or Walmart. Use a book or a shelf if you have to. And finally, a light source. And that can be as simple as a north-facing window with some curtains. Again, upgrade that stuff later. Starting is way more important than gear at this point. Though I will say, if you can, find an entry-level mic to plug into your camera, because good audio quality is actually more important than the video quality early on. But use what you have. Don't let gear be the excuse to delay your start. I started with a 3-year-old photo camera that was able to shoot HD video, and I haven't really changed my setup since I started. To be honest, I've actually pared down lots of gear that was not needed at all, because I did fall into the trap of FOMO and the hype train that I needed certain things to make better videos. But in the end, once you have made dozens of videos and you know you're going to keep making them, then you can upgrade your gear. Or do what I do, use the money that comes in from the channel and affiliates to buy new gear. The other really big consideration is editing your videos. At this point, keep it simple edits. You don't need to worry about fancy effects, transitions. Just keep it simple. Less is really more. Cut out the fluff, bad takes, stumbles, and any ums and ahs, all the filler words. The key is to keep your story as concise as possible. Make sure you don't repeat yourself, and if you say something multiple times, choose the better one and cut out the rest. Trust your audience to understand what you're trying to say. And get used to cutting out stuff that only looks good but doesn't add anything to the video. Editing is your third chance to craft your story. But your first several videos, keep the editing to a minimum and get the videos out, because they will never be perfect. So done is better than perfect. You can edit on the phone if you have to, but if you already have a computer, then find a free editing software like DaVinci Resolve, CapCut, or iMovie on the Mac. There is a link in the description that goes over all types of editing software. Some are free, some are not. So here's a quick recap. Yes, you should start right now, even if you don't know what you're doing. Plan out your first 10 videos with stuff that you have around the house or a hobby that you enjoy. Something that you can easily talk someone's ear off. Share your experience. You will help someone. It's the ultimate side hustle. If done correctly, it has huge potential to earn extra money. You will learn new valuable skills, and you'll meet some amazing people all around the world that you wouldn't have had the chance to meet any other way. Time is tight. Set up your space to record or have a simple mobile setup. Learn as you go, improve as you go. Don't try to do it all at once. Start with the basics and layer on top of what works. Use what you have, upgrade later, and just start. Remember, this is just the start. There are so many more things that need to be done to build a great channel, but you have to start first. I've only scratched the surface, but hopefully this is more than enough to give you an idea of what to expect and that it's truly worth it. Ask any questions in the comments, and if you found this video helpful, make sure you like and subscribe. As always, thanks for watching.